Welcome to the captivating world of feline communication. Ever wondered what your cat is truly saying? You're about to dive into the fascinating universe of cattail language, a subtle yet expressive form of communication. By understanding these subtle cues, you can form a deeper bond with your feline companion, knowing when they're playful, irritated, or just plain happy. So let's embark on this journey together as we decode the hidden language of cattails. First off, the tail straight up. This is a sign of confidence and happiness. When a cat struts into a room with its tail held high, it's communicating a sense of contentment and self-assuredness. It's like they're saying, "Hey, I'm here and I'm feeling good." You might notice this posture when your feline friend greets you after a long day, or when they're exploring their surroundings with a sense of curiosity and excitement. They're comfortable in their environment, and they're not afraid to show it. You'll also often see this tail position when cats approach each other in a friendly manner. It's their way of saying, "I come in peace." So when you see your cat with its tail held high, know that it's feeling confident and happy. It's their unique way of sharing their positive vibes with you. Isn't that something to purr about? Next we have the curious question mark tail, a playful and cautious gesture. This peculiar tail position is often seen when a cat is excited and eager to play, but still a bit cautious. Imagine your cat spying a new toy or exploring a new environment. Its tail lifts and curls at the top, forming an unmistakable question mark shape. This is your feline friend's way of saying, "Hey, this looks interesting, but I'm not entirely sure about it yet." It's a fascinating blend of curiosity and caution, a testament to a cat's instinctual need to be wary even in play. Even the most domesticated cats display this behavior, a subtle nod to their wild ancestors. So, the next time you see your cat's tail curl into that familiar question mark shape, know that it's intrigued, ready to pounce, but also prepared to retreat at a moment's notice. So, when your cat's tail forms a question mark, it's intrigued but cautious. Now, let's talk about the puffed tail, an indication of fear or aggression. Ever noticed your cat's tail resembling a pipe cleaner or a bottle brush? This is the feline equivalent of a human's goosebumps. When a cat is scared or feels threatened, it puffs out its tail to appear larger and more intimidating to potential adversaries. This behavior can be observed in various situations. For instance, when your cat encounters an unfamiliar creature in its territory, or during a sudden, startling noise. But it's not always about fear. Sometimes it can signal aggression too. A dominant cat may fluff up its tail when it's ready to assert its authority. It's crucial to remember though that context is key in understanding these signals. A puffed tail during playtime might just be a part of your cat's mock hunting game. So, a puffed tail might mean your cat is feeling threatened. Or, it could be a sign that they're just having a little fun. The tail tucked under is a sign of submission or fear. This is a pose often seen when a cat feels threatened or uncomfortable. Just like humans, cats also experience anxiety and fear, and one way they express this is by hiding their tail under their body. Imagine you're a small creature in a world full of giants. Tucking the tail under is a way for cats to make themselves even smaller, to try and go unnoticed. It's like a child hiding behind their parents' legs when they meet someone new. This tucked tail is also a sign of submission. When two cats meet, the less dominant one might tuck its tail under to show that it's not a threat. It's a cat's way of waving a white flag, a peace gesture in the feline world. So the next time you see your cat with its tail tucked under, you'll know it's either feeling a bit scared or just trying to keep the peace. If your cat's tail is tucked under, it might be feeling scared or submissive. Tail flicking or whipping often indicates irritation or impending aggression. Just like us, cats too have their pet peeves. And when something or someone irks them, they don't just hold it in. Instead, they communicate their annoyance through their tails. Yes, you heard it right. The tail flicking or whipping movement is a clear sign that your feline friend is not in the best of moods. Picture this. Your cat is lounging peacefully and suddenly a pesky fly starts buzzing around. You might notice your cat's tail begin to flick or whip, a sign of its growing irritation. Or imagine your cat's tail whipping back and forth rapidly while it's being petted. This could be its way of telling you, "Enough, human, I've had my fill of cuddles for now." Interpreting these tail movements correctly can prevent misunderstandings and help maintain a harmonious relationship with your cat. So watch out for tail flicking or whipping, as it might mean your cat is annoyed. Unlike dogs, a slow wag of the tail in cats often signifies deep concentration or slight irritation. We've all seen dogs wag their tails in sheer joy, but when it comes to our feline friends, this gesture carries a different meaning. A cat with a slowly swaying tail is quite the sight. Think of it as a cat's version of a furrowed brow. The cat's world has piqued its interest, its attention is rapt, and it's processing information. This could be anything from a bird fluttering outside the window to a new toy on the floor. But be cautious, as this tail wag can also indicate slight annoyance. Perhaps you've interrupted their birdwatching session one too many times, or maybe they're not in the mood for play. It's a subtle sign, a gentle reminder that they'd prefer to be left to their devices, so a slow wag of the tail can be a sign that your cat is focused or slightly irritated. Lastly, a wrapped tail conveys warmth and affection. This gesture is akin to a loving hug in the feline world. It's a cat's way of saying, "I trust you, I feel safe with you." Think about those times when your cat elegantly winds its tail around your leg. It's not just a random act, it's a meaningful demonstration of affection. Cats also use this tail movement to express camaraderie with their fellow felines. In multi-cat households, you might have noticed one cat wrapping its tail around another. It's a heartwarming sight, isn't it? This gesture is a symbol of companionship and mutual respect among cats. It's their way of saying, "We're in this together, we're friends." So when your cat wraps its tail around you, it's showing you affection. It's a beautiful testament to the bond you share with your feline friend, a bond built on trust, love, and mutual respect. So there you have it, the hidden language of cattails. From the confident strut of a tail held high to the playful curiosity of the question mark tail, each movement is a word, a phrase, a sentence in the rich language of our feline friends. When we take the time to understand these tail movements, we delve deeper into their mysterious world, and in doing so, we can significantly enhance the bond we share with them. Remember, a tail straight up is a cat's way of saying, "I'm confident and happy to see you." It's the feline equivalent of a warm smile. On the other hand, the question mark tail is a sign of intrigue, a playful gesture that says, "What's this? Let me have a closer look." A puff tail, however, tells a different story. It's a clear sign of fear or aggression, the cat's way of saying, "Back off, I'm feeling threatened." And a tail tucked under? That's the universal sign of submission or fear, a silent plea for reassurance. Now, a tail flicking or whipping is not to be taken lightly. It's a clear indication of irritation or impending aggression. It's as if the cat is saying, "I've had enough of this, stop it now." And a slow tail wag? Unlike our canine companions, when a cat wags its tail slowly, it signifies deep concentration or slight irritation. It's their way of saying, "I'm busy, do not disturb." Lastly, the wrapped tail, a gesture of warmth and affection, akin to a loving hug. When your cat wraps its tail around your leg or another cat, it's their way of saying, "I love and trust you." So, start observing these subtle cues and immerse yourself in the hidden language of cattails. It's a language that's as complex as it is fascinating, and learning it can open up a new dimension in your relationship with your feline companion. Start paying attention to these subtle cues and become fluent in the hidden language of cattails. Share your experiences and observations in the comments below.